Wonderful. Wow. Samson and Dennis, both in Liberia. Good to see you here. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Second Sunday in December. Great to be here, to be connected. And Dennis, wow, it's been a long time. We've done some work in the past, and there were some challenges, but challenges eventually make us stronger and smarter. That's the idea also about this, that Hearts is a school, that we get to learn that. We learning from experience. We learn when something doesn't work, and then we get to figure out, okay, how can it work? Maybe you can also take a moment to introduce yourself and say a little something from the heart, about Hearts, what this is all about. I mean, I've known you for how long now? I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years?
More than 7 years.
More than that.
Long time, huh? Also you, Dennis.
More than 7 years.
I remember 2018 we registered, right? It's a long time ago. Oh my gosh, you were there, and also Lemuel was there when you signed. Remember the day when you signed the Constitution?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow, what happened since then, And, I think it's also important, and we will register again. We need to do that definitely. That we are co-writing our own constitution together to really reflect, to reflect what we are all about.
Yeah, Mr. Edwards spoke about introducing ourselves.
Right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, my name is Samson Segran from Liberia, a member of Hearts. Been knowing Mr. Edwards for like 11, 13 years ago now. Since 2013 we met. Yeah. So I'm very excited to be here, and I appreciate Mr. Edward a lot for bringing us live to discuss issues concerning Hearts, our beloved institution. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I've been with Mr. Ebrard since 2014, right? Yeah, I've been with Mr. Ebrard since 2014 when I was in Ghana. We talk, I joined the institution. By the way, I'm introduction, Maurice Dennis. I'm from Liberia, member of Heart. I'm happy to be home, and I'm very happy to participate in this conversation today. And I want to encourage everyone, our members and well-wishers to join us to see our best. We can improve the institution, so that we can start the ball rolling and then make the institution to be well-known, around the world, so that things can be okay and then help the poor people around the world. Thank you.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And, to even start, which I talked about a long time ago, the School of Hearts, where people really learn about that, because I think it all starts there with learning. It's not about a school learning where you learn about a subject, about chemistry or mathematics or whatever. It's about a school of learning, where people learning about how we can help ourselves.
And we, the African, we just want to appreciate you for what all you have been doing for us, most especially Liberia, because you did a lot of things for us in Liberia. We had a lot of programs. We went to orphanage home. We gave out donation. We went to Pakistan. We visited old people, the disabled community, and the disability. Single mothers. We visited them over the years. And I just want to appreciate you, and I will give you the courage to see how best we can, recalibrate ourselves, and see how best we can move on, and see how best we can, organize ourselves better again, see how better we can move on with institution and keep the ball rolling. I think it will be a good thing for us. What I think of is that unity is the key, is the way forward. Unite ourselves, and then once unity is there, you're going to achieve your goal, and then what you want to do is going to be accomplished. But so I just want to urge everyone else to see how best we can meet on a regular, time to have a meeting, and then to strategize to see how best we can, do some fundraising, and then meet out our other members who are not able to come for meeting, to encourage them to be able to join us, and then reawake the institution to see how best we can move forward. So I think it is one of the best things,
And there are things when we can get distracted, and especially when you always look, and I guess we human beings also learn that we look at the bad guy outside of us, the evil people, the bad people, right? But even bad people are people. We're all people. We're all people, right? And like this guy, I'm telling you, you know, from the Blood Gang. I don't know if you ever heard of them, the Blood Gang. It's like a nationwide, I heard in Africa, a gang, an organization of like these young kids who have, there is this guy who's the leader, right? You know, and they hijack people, you know, and take them for ransom, you know, and trying to make money this way. And if they don't pay up, they kill them, right? And they have no feelings about that. And there are a lot of organizations and gangs like this, you know. This guy, George Doe, he was the leader of the Blood Gang. He left with some of his boys. He took 15 boys, you know, and he left the gang. There was also a guy, Joseph, was one time on the bus. And I got a call from one of these guys, and I cannot believe this is all a game, that somebody making this up. I cannot believe that, right? He said, we're the Blood Gang. He crossed our territory. You got to send us money or we're going to kill him, right? I have the recording still. I mean, this is real. I remember that call that was last year in June or July or something like that. Fuck. And Joseph was out crying, and Joseph was called crying, please help me. They're going to kill me. Please, please, please. Fuck. Damn, you know, there's a lot of evil shit going on. You know what I mean? Darkness, so much. Oh, you know, and but yeah, I think also Hearts is also about that. We got to try to work with everyone, right? And give everyone a chance. And Hearts is like this place of home where everyone is welcome. Whatever your background is, whatever you've done up until now, this is a new time now. And we are family, you know, we're here to help each other in whatever way we can. And I think the most simple thing, the most important thing is for somebody to be there who cares. Most people don't know that. You know, this all comes down to love. Most people have gone through so much trauma and so much difficulties in their life, they don't even know what love is, you know? Issues also the treatment of women, the rights of women, I think is very important. And children also, because, well, children are our future, and it's all about how we raise children, how we educate children, how we teach them, what we teach them, how we teach them, right?
Yeah, Mr. Eva, can I make my input, please?
Please, please.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, you have been working with us for a very long time. As for me individually, I really, really understand you a lot. That's why I don't just jump into things.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that, yeah.
Yeah, so you used to work with us. We started with Bethlehem Orphanage Home. You need to send rice there. The kids were excited.
Of
And you're
course.
always doing that. You're helping a lot of people around Africa. As for you, I really want you to visit Africa. You've been to Africa. I really want you to visit Liberia one day.
Oh, definitely.
See face to face those you're working with.
I will. I want to.
You know,
Definitely.
idea. One reason I still stick with Hans is the idea about Hans Village.
Yeah, Heart Villages. There you go. We can talk about that. That's nice. Yeah. Villages all across Africa where people live together in that spirit.
There are many ways to empower people in Africa. One of those ways, I told you before, you don't need to send money to Africa. Gotta use computers. Ask people for use computers. Gotta that you can visit schools. They might not be using them.
Right.
Gather them education materials in Liberia.
Books, of course, yeah.
The custom fees, they are very low. Start up something in practical, you can come. We can raise money for that. Schools don't need to pay normal fees that other people charge them. Yeah, we provide the services based on our charity institution, collect a minimum fee that can take care of the program and take care of the staffs. And then you continue, you can cover the entire Liberia, you can cover the entire West Africa, you can cover Africa. The program can be extended to even South Africa.
Worldwide, you know.
That has so much work, but yet then people are still struggling there. You don't need to send physical cash like you send in huge amount to Africa. No, those things, we can work on many things.
It's about effort. Yeah. It's not, I always say it's not about money. It's about the work you do. Like somebody told me a long time ago, money equals work. It's work. Good. And it's about getting to work.
I can remember in 2016, 17, you used to send money for us to pay, to renovate our office space.
Yes.
God, yeah. That was impractical. People visited the office. They saw the work you did there.
And then it went, yes.
Yeah, Batty Dennis was there.
Yes, it was great. But But then the funds,
Yes.
then there were no more funds, and then it didn't continue, and that's the problem, right?
I do admire your energy a lot. People who are registered for programs online, many people who are registered for programs online, and they got angry. This is their own good, but they feel frustrated and angry because someone will spend like 4 5 hours online. They are not patient like us.
Uh-huh.
The moment you start to tell them, come and learn, and that person is hungry, that person doesn't have anything in their pocket, that provocation for an African, typical African.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
Oh
lot to
yeah,
be learned,
that's a
that's for
serious
sure.
provocation.
Yeah, many of us in Africa, we come online and pretend. Like for me, I'm serious, right? When I want to eat, I'll tell Mr. Abba, I'm hungry, I have to go find food. I'm finished. I'm gone. So I will cut this
Oh
program
yeah.
off because I have to go find something to eat. But when I'm self-sufficient, I can take care of myself, take care of other people that run into me.
Of course. Well, that's the key to
Yeah,
become
then
self-sufficient, right?
I spend more time online. Right now, if you ask a typical African man who's coming online, paying for internet service, no free Wi-Fi. So you tell him,
You gotta
you
buy
invite him,
airtime.
come in. Okay, very good. So provocation in Africa comes in many forms and manners. So if we're able to really do this thing, valuable, physical, people come for training, empower them, go empower themselves. Remember Mr. Evans when Darlington used to talk about the cosmetology school training, right? Where people learn how to take soap, air freshener, you give it to them, they themselves go sell, the profit you share with them. Then the profit comes to the organization to take care of other things. You got many ways to go. But I don't believe in going take someone else's spiritual come and get to Mr. Elba. This is the job I'm doing with this person. No, the day Mr. Elba come to Africa or like bro by surprise, who will be machine? A machine. I embarrass the
Yeah.
entire team.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And coming back to those hearts villages, which is again the long-term vision, the idea that all across Africa, even villages of hearts, they're called hearts,
Yeah.
will grow where people live together in the spirit of helping each other, of community, of family,
Yeah.
which is ultimately what it's all about. In a way, we all are family. When people who get triggered, people who are negative, they trigger us, and then we get negative and we get upset.
Sure.
Because
That's what I was just saying. Yeah.
That's when the side gets stimulated, because there's good in all of us. God is in our hearts, right? But there's also evil in
Sure.
all of us. There's also bad in all of us, right? And it's interesting
Sure.
to look at that.
Mr. Elba, you asked a question as to what we can do to keep moving. You have a very nice personality that you can talk to a group of people, group of young people to
Thank you.
transform their lives.
Right.
Yeah. Equally so, we will sometimes try to share some things with you. But then you know a lady in Liberia called Jojo, Coffee with Jojo. The lady who
Yeah, but Jojo
recruits
Coffee.
the street kids.
Street kid without taking drugs.
Yeah, they're drugs addicts, you recruit them, mold their minds. This is what she do for them. This is the same I want
It's
for
almost like
high
a
school.
rehabilitation
It is a
center.
rehabilitation center. Thank you. The lady started from scratch. She started recruiting them, training them with soap
Wow.
making. You produce the soap. She buy the costly bear, buy everything, train you to produce the soap. You take it to the market, do sale. You come back, report it. She gives you an income to take care of yourself. You stay in the school after your graduation certificate. Make you handsome or beautiful. Then you stay in a rehab center for like a year or two. Then
Oh,
when your mind is molded properly, send you home. But then you know what to do with your life.
that's great.
So
Wow.
yeah, so in this way, so these are things that I'm always thinking about. So
Rehabilitate.
when it comes to land space but we have to start from somewhere. You don't just jumpstart everything. So Mr. Albert, please, this is my appeal. This is what really I want us to do so that for me, I believe that we shouldn't be working for people. Let us work for ourselves.
Uh-huh.
Please,
Well,
Mr. Abbott.
right, of course, but
Definitely.
you're absolutely right. But we work for ourselves, but we also work for each other. You know, we are
Very
here
good.
because in the hearts again is a unit. You know, and
Very good.
that I think once we really develop in that direction where people know that and we work together in that spirit, and everybody's doing their own little part.
Yeah,
Everybody's doing a
very
little
good.
bit because everybody can do a little bit. Even when people
Very good.
say, "Oh, what can I do to help? I have no money. I'm poor." Still, it's not about money. You can do a little bit every day.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
now that's
Sure.
also what we need to do, and I also need to become active there. But it's a huge project because for people to learn that, for our members to learn that, we need to encourage them, we need to inspire them, and we can do that, and we need to do that. I think because one of the things people in Africa, they're even though data is an issue and they sometimes have to pay for data and whatever, but still they're all online. They're online. They
Yeah.
all have their handies, you know. So they can be connected. They
No,
could every
they
day.
got two.
I will share that video also later on Facebook, you know,
No
to
problem.
invite some people to join us because people will be connected because there are a lot of fears and suspicions and people are afraid of, you know, new things and new people.
Mr. Abbott, I want you to make this thing live. Let me explain to you how Liberia is, what we're doing here, how our government taking care of us, and Liberians shouldn't be running to you for you can help people individually. I have said it times without numbers. I think a million times I have said it.
Right.
Yes. Liberia went through 14 years of civil war, and we have gone through a, a democratic elections 2005, 2011, 2017, and 2023. We
Oh,
have full transitional government democratically without no problem. What embarrassing our country right now, I can tell you for free. We've been connected to you for more than 18 years now.
mm.
And what embarrassing Liberia here is transparency and accountability.
Have
Without
you actually
have
ever been in contact with Jefferson Carr?
Johnson
you
got
know we took photos with
he's
Jawasika many times
Oh, okay.
yeah.
He's a good
and
man.
forwarded them to
He was
you.
the first leader. Did you know the very first leader of Hearts on the Buruburam refugee camp? You know, there are many
Yeah.
videos where he like did had meetings, you know, but you know, when he left also, you know why he left? because
How?
members made fun of him and they didn't like his way because he's a teacher, right? And he's very strict and
Yeah.
he's doing his thing. And the young boys, they didn't like it so much because he didn't have something, an element which I think is also very important, and I think I have that a little bit, is to be compassionate and kind with people. You have a
Yeah.
tone where people are not afraid, where you give people a sense of security and they feel like, hey, you know, they're feeling something nice from you. That's very important. You can't just teach people and expect them to learn if you don't have this sense of, hey, I really care for you as a person. You know,
Yeah.
nobody wants a boss really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Sure.
That's the thing, you know. And then Jefferson is very, and I wish, I don't know when you ever speak with him, that he can also learn that because again, we all have something important to learn from
Yeah.
whatever happened, you know.
I care about you as a person who care about other people. You have brought so much inspiration to some of us.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I tried.
One person like me, yeah. You trust people a lot. Let's say, for instance, you used to send us money. You'll be like, oh, see, we have to feed the kids. You
Yeah.
will be the first to remind me, saying we have to feed the kids at birthday. Talk to Dennis and the rest of the other guys, take the food there.
Hmm.
We used to do that. Perfect.
I
That
know,
was
I know,
very nice.
I know. It was great. Yes, yes,
I want you to get that encouragement.
yes.
Sending us money on a daily basis, and lobbying for money, sending it to Africa on a daily basis, it will help, but it won't go far. It
Of
won't last
course.
forever.
I know
Okay.
thousands of other people in Africa, and they all
Yeah.
have needs, right? And they're all basically struggling, right? So sometimes it's like I feel like they're trying to play favorites and using me there, but they don't know any different. They just don't know
Yeah.
any different. I still love them, but I wish we can find a way to make it crystal clear to people when they come to the group or a message
Yeah.
where this can get across, you know? This is not about
Yeah.
it. I'm sharing you what's most important, more valuable than anything is love. And
Yeah.
I
Okay.
created Hearts as a space for you to come to embrace each other and to connect with each
Yeah.
other and work together and do amazing things. And of course, I'm here to help. But again, this is not about money. This is first of all about love
Sure.
and about, you know, and then people trusting each other. And again, most people don't know that because they never experienced that. Most people have gone through extreme trauma. One thing also, we talked about rehabilitation is important. Also, we need, like we talked about, a trauma center. Because many people have gone through trauma where they can come and they can speak to somebody, right? You know?
This is there where I come to you again.
Yes.
That you are a very nice person. When we organize people, we can have Zoom meetings like this.
Yes.
You can talk to people on projectors. They will ask you questions. You will interact with them.
Exactly.
For me, I know what you can do. You need to have just like, oh, Bati Dennis, Tim, group yourself, gather people.
Right.
We have meeting, provide food for them, cook. We did that many times.
Right.
Yeah, I think we did that before them have a career development program, you know, where we gather kids and other things, you know. It was so exciting at that time. So one thing I want to say is that, you know, I want to take this Zoom meeting, you know, very important to have a regular meeting, maybe like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yes.
You know, to invite other people to express,
of course, yes.
You know, other things that we need, what we want to do, you know. I think it will be very important. So I think Samson and I with Limel, we try to see how best we can find data, even though data is expensive in Liberia, but we try our way.
Mr. Abba, I want to suggest, please.
Yes, bitte, please. Sure.
Yeah, we can create a topic every week,
right.
2 times a week. Then, but by the way of invitation, like you did recently, we send it to other groups so that other people can join our meetings and things like that. I think it will be very good. We can do it for like this December. Then we have our plan in January. By February, we can start our 2025, what we want to do. Realize the actual life.
Yes, there you go. Oh, we can talk about that as well. You know, realize. Well, now that we have realized, all we got to do is actualize.
Yeah.
That's the key, right?
Yeah.
That's to do it.
Yeah.
To do it. To do what we have learned, what we know. I really appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much. We do that again. You know, and it's a new time. I'm very excited. I'm very thankful for you guys, you know, that you were here and we Zoom today. And anybody else, everyone is welcome here. You know, definitely. We're building something amazing, you know. And yeah, wow. And Africa, again, coming shortly back to the hearts is also, like Africa is the heart of the world. You know, it's in our hearts. Sure. What's in our hearts? You know, that's where the journey leads, right? You know, Dorothy, there's a great story from The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy always said there's no place like home. And home is where the heart is, right? Yes, that's the thing, right? You know, if you give people that feeling, that's actually one of our missions here also to do that, to give people that feeling. Because I think it's very important, not just in Africa, of course in Africa, and many of those youths who've gone through so much trauma and lost everything, that they have a sense of belonging. It's very important. But I think for the entire world, it's important. You know, this world is our home, right? You know, we are hearts.
Yeah.
All right.
We are hearts.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. I love you guys. I send you lots of good energy
so much,
to
bro.
Africa, whoever is watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Brad.
We'll talk again soon, all right? All right.
We made it today.
Sounds good. All right. We'll talk later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.